Oh, hi there. I'm making this video to show my displeasure of the way DVDs, Blu-rays, and downloading media content on the internet has gone. A lot of people would rather just download a movie from uTorrent or Pirate Bay rather than buy it. Now, I can understand you not wanting to pay $25, $30 for a Blu-ray and find out you don't even like the movie. Because it's possible to think a movie's good, and then when you actually watch it, you decide you don't like it. I understand that. $25, $30, that's buku money. $5 each. That's the ideal price you want to pay for a DVD. It doesn't have to be brand new. A lot of movies, could be a year, 2 years old. Brand new, obviously, but, released a few years ago and are still perfectly fine. I would rather own DVDs than have a hard drive filled with movies. I'm just not into that scene at all. Maybe I have a bit of a biased opinion because my dad worked for the record industry. He sold CDs for a career and some DVDs too to Future Shop, Best Buy, Virgin, HMV. A&B Sound when it was around. A&B Sound when it was around. Anyway, it's not anymore. I don't like the idea of downloading content. For one thing, you don't know what encryptions are in that video content. They can add spyware, bugs, malicious malware, you name it, into that video content you're downloading. You have no idea where it comes from. And not only that, the government catalogs everything that you download. You may go, oh, it's impossible to catalog everything somebody watches. Yes, in theory that's true. But these new computers, they have a component to this. I explained it in another video where all they have to do is click a button and it'll automatically send you a whole pile of viruses. It'll automatically send you a whole pile of warning signs and this and that, and it can do pretty much what it wants, and all it takes is a stroke of a button. Or you could just do what it's deemed as suspicious activity, and you can be monitored. Who knows how sensitive this sort of stuff is. Maybe all it takes is watching like a South Park episode or something like that, because they're heavily copyrighted. I know that. Like, you'll hardly see that on YouTube or anything like that. Same with Samurai Jack and all that sort of stuff. Now, I've cheated, okay? I admit it. I used my iPhone and I video recorded specific clips that I used on my Facebook page to promote my YouTube channel. Minor no. In the grand scheme of things, who's gonna care? Are they really gonna bust my balls over that? Is that really what the great Ryan O'Keefe is gonna get in trouble for? Come on. You gotta do better than that. You ain't got nothing on me. I don't download movies. I ain't no stinking pirate in that sense. I mean, I'll steal other people's ideas and present them as my own, but I have my own ideas too, which is sometimes you need a little help, coming up with new projects. Anyway, I didn't download, I legitimately bought this from, of all places, London Drugs. Because I got nothing against the electronics department in London Drugs. I have something against the pharmaceutical department, but those two have nothing to do with each other, so I still go into the London Drugs, even though I hate the pharmacy there. So, that in mind, I bought a Scooby-Doo DVD. $6. Totally worth it. It only had 4 episodes, 90 minutes long, but they're 20-minute long episodes, and for $6, what's the harm in that? It really isn't that bad a thing. It's kind of interesting. They come up with funny stories, there's jokes. I'm not really into the whole having the dog talk kind of thing, and I really hate laugh tracks. I hate them so badly. I don't need somebody to tell me if a joke is funny or not. I can figure that out myself. Anyway, they have a DVD selection there, which is nice. I like going into a store and buying a DVD. I don't like going to eBay or Amazon and waiting a few weeks for it to come to my door. I don't like that. I'm not living in some cave with an internet connection. I like going out into the world and purchasing things in stores. That's just how I like doing things. I don't like downloading like some sort of troll or hermit or something like that. I like going into a store and paying a reasonable price for a DVD. And you don't need no Blu-ray either. DVD's perfectly fine. It's good enough video quality. Most people don't have 20/20 vision anyway, and they're not going to notice the difference really. I certainly do not have 20/20 vision even with glasses. So a DVD is fine with me. Although I have a fairly substantial Blu-ray collection. I used to be more into that, and now it's just like, it's not so big a deal. I'll just pick up a DVD. New releases though are usually between $20 and $30. Getting a little expensive for something that's technically it's out of date technology, but my price range is 5 and 20s tops. I bought Skyfall months ago when it came out. Had the tiniest little section you could imagine. Like, I looked all over and I couldn't see it. And then as I was leaving, I saw it, and I was like, oh, what a lame spot for it to be in. But anyway, I picked up Skyfall, and, a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was okay. It was worth, I think I paid $20 for it, DVD. Lent it to my brother. Probably never going to see it again. Kind of sucks. Whatever. Yeah, so what I'm getting at is I really would prefer if people stop downloading movies. I know me saying this isn't going to change some people's minds because they are cheaper. They don't want to spend money. They squeeze every penny. They don't like having possessions because they're lame asses and they're new world adventurous. Ooh, the only possession I have is a guitar. And I live in a crappy little apartment with fucking roaches. Douchebags. And I spend all my time out in the forest with Mother Nature. When I mean the forest, I mean the park, where I smoke a doobie. Ain't me, man. It ain't me. That ain't my scene. I like going to bars. I like going to hockey games. I like playing sports as a whole. I like watching movies on my couch from my television. I watch some things on the internet because they're really only available on the internet. They don't have DVDs for them. They're not available in regular stores anyway. So I watch stuff on television. I do watch stuff on YouTube. It is convenient having songs available on YouTube. I'm not going to lie about that. But I still prefer having a hard copy as well. And I think it should be mandatory, if you were to listen to a song, you have to buy a hard copy of it. Now, I'm not for the idea of buying a CD that has one song on it that you like. That's totally bogus. $15 and it's got one song on it that's any good? No, that's not right. They should have the option of, if the artist or the band is good enough, to have a compilation of all the good songs available on one CD, which they do to an extent. I did buy some CDs online, some various artists. I bought whatever, okay man, I bought a Lady Gaga CD. It's not opened, it's still in its plastic wrap. I just wanted to have that as a possession, okay? I also got some Rob Zombie stuff. I got some Beck. I got AC/DC, obviously. I'm picking up the Airborne CD that comes out, Breaking Out of Hell. Can't get that at the London Drugs, though, so I have to go downtown and get it to the HMV, which is fine. I don't mind doing that, because I really like that band, and that's a really good song. Don't know any of their other songs, though, but I'll find that out. Don't buy a CD if it's only got one song on it you like. but pick a compilation one that has a few songs in it that you like, and then that's worth doing. And then you're showing some commitment to the music. You're showing that you actually care about the content that's on. Because if you hadn't noticed, music has gone downhill in the last few years. Okay, there's probably some underground stuff that's alright, but you know, you gotta be socially connected. You gotta be in the right scene. You gotta have the right friends, and you know, you're outside of the loop. You're not connected, and it might not have anything to do with you not being a cool person or you not having any friends. It just might be that, you know, certain people are pricks, and they like hoarding, you know, good stuff to themselves. Me, I'm not like that. If I have something nice, I'll let people know about it. I'll tell them about it. I'll show them it. Come over to my house. I'll show you my my DVD collection. We'll watch a movie. Order a pizza. Whatever. So, suffice to say is, I try to avoid downloading stuff as much as possible. Now, some people, if they were following me on Facebook, will figure, hey, wait a minute, you cheated a couple of times. You posted stuff from YouTube or from your iPhone onto your Facebook. So that's cheating. But it's just a pinch of no. There are literally people who download hundreds of gigabytes of media. If Big Brother wants to go after someone, go after them. Fuck off. Leave me alone. I can understand, you know, some people thinking, this man is the most annoying person I have ever met in my life. Well, I've said this before, and I will have to say it many, many a time in my life, but fuck off. I'm a reasonable guy. Sometimes I cheat a little bit. Just a little bit. It's not a big deal, not at all. But for the most part, I got 500 DVDs next door to me. In my kitchen. Oddly enough, in my kitchen. Well, roughly kitchen, kind of kitchen hallway. But anyway, I have that. I have about 1,000 CDs. They're all opened, of course. Well, except the 10 or so that I got in my corner. Those ones aren't open because I got them recently and I've decided not to open them. I just wanted to have them. But anyway, I got about 1,000 CDs. They're actually my dad's, but he got them as part of the deal when he worked with his employer. And although they've been open, that's just how they came. They were opened. And he obviously wanted to listen to them, so he knew what he was selling. So, you know, whatever. Yeah, so I'm a man of collections. As you know, I got my Beast Wars collections. I got my dad's Rhinoceros Whip. I got my dad's Gold. I got my SS helmet. I got my West German helmet. I got my Iron Cross. I got my DVDs. I got my beer glass collection. I got a few boots that are really nice. Glass boots. I learned to the concept through Beer Fest. An okay movie. Not great. I didn't like everything about it, but you know, some of the things about it were alright. I got a jersey collection. I got a hat collection. I try to get expensive coats. At the Bay, I saw this Italian coat. Oh, made in Italy. Awesome coat. Winter's coming around, so it'll be perfect. $1,600 though. So it's not that I couldn't have afforded $1,600, but oh fuck, I just had to break up with a chick. I liked her and everything, and I didn't close the door completely on her, but she cost me a lot of money, and I only knew her 4 days. So, little issue there. Something had to give. So she don't speak English too well. Well, she speaks English, but she can't write English, and that's what we've been doing. We've been emailing each other to communicate when I wasn't at her store, purchasing cosmetics, because she thought my pores were not as clean as they could be. Whatever, make a joke about it, I don't care. Anyway, so I spent some money on some beauty products. That doesn't make me a poof. It doesn't. Okay? I just care about my appearance. Anyway, I broke up with her in a funny way. Didn't close the door on her, so, anything could happen, whatever. It's funny because after I sent her that email, these chicks, they always got a boyfriend. Or not a boyfriend, but, a man in their life. Whether they're called a boyfriend to them or not, who knows. But they always got a man in their life. And he phones me up from her cell phone because she'd phoned me the day before, so I know it was her cell phone. And he's like, What? Oh, wrong number. And I think it's because he knew he had bugger all on me. I didn't screw around with her. I only knew her 4 days. I purchased product off her, cosmetic beauty product, which was expensive, which she made commission on. Okay, so I hugged her about 4 times. Well, actually more like she hugged me, but who's counting? So he had no grounds to come along and go, I'm gonna beat you up. You stole my girlfriend's heart. And I want your money. So he couldn't do that. Not to me. Not to a guy who wears a Trevor Linden jersey. Nobody fucks with a guy who wears a Trevor Linden jersey. Okay? That's the law. I swear to God, it's the first commandment. You do not fuck with somebody wearing a Trevor Linden jersey. And that's me. It's not the only jersey I have. But when I'm wearing the Trevor Linden jersey, you do not fuck with me, okay? Anyway, before I go off on a tangent and start rambling on about stuff that I'm not entirely explaining the whole story about, or, drifting off topic or whatever you want to call it, or we'll just taper off here. And I'm probably going to make another video. I feel like making another video today. So I'm going to work on that, cook up a new idea, discuss my current events, what I've observed through my day-to-day experiences, and I hope to see you guys soon. Good day.